Toffee TV. We've tried all kinds of things to get live, and now we're using my phone. And let's see if it actually works. We don't know. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. You can hear us, but you can't see us. Okay. Right.
Podcast.
Okay, this is mad. We're having all kinds of problems with technology, and yet
what?
And yet normally we don't.
No. The gremlins are around.
Okay.
Incredibly. Sort of boys. Can you see us, Mark? Hang on, wait. Can you see us? Mark, just give us one more message if you can see us. A smiley face, a happy face, nudes, whatever. Working. Can you see us? Can we go down here? Rob Japan, can you actually see us? That's all I'm asking. Takes literally 1 second to type yes. Sorted, working perfect, can see and hear you fine. Thank you. Resonate, can hear me. Can you see me, Resonate? Do you want to see me? Alright, Gaz, my name's Baz, but hey,
Gaz.
What's a letter between friends?
Gaz, Baz.
Gaz, Baz, what a player.
Why isn't it coming up on ours?
We can't see it.
We're just trying to...
You know what, if you can see it, that's the most important thing, isn't it?
Here we go.
I can see.
We're going to have to get this perfected. We're just trying it out for today. We used all the boss technology we could find, and we couldn't get it going. So we're just gone old school. We're using my phone and the computer. So yeah. So what's there we go. As long as you can see us, as long as you can hear us, that's the main thing. It is currently 4:24 in the UK in the 19th. Baz has got a phone call. He's knocked it back, because that's just the way he is. Just knocks the phone calls back. We've had a game of footy today, not us personally.
No.
Japan 2, Colombia 1. Very interesting.
It
Penalty in the first 3 minutes. A player sent off. Extraordinary scenes.
Not extraordinary scenes, just that's what happened. Game of football.
Okay.
But the quickest goal in the World Cup so far.
Yeah.
Obviously the quickest sending off, which you'd expect. A Kagawa with an actually, a cracking penalty. And Japan going on to win it. But we also seen a very, very cheeky free kick.
It was tremendous.
Which you loved, didn't you?
And the goalkeeper trying to claim that it hadn't gone in, even though it was a foot over the line, and we have goal line technology, which is absolutely flawless. If you've got any questions for us, let us know. We're going to stick around for about 10 minutes. There's currently a game on at the moment as well. And there it is. It's Poland 0, Senegal.
Senegal.
Yeah.
0. Just simple, mate. Yeah.
It is just that simple. I just don't know why I couldn't say it.
It's Ghana.
Ghana Gay is in this game.
Kicking people.
Mane in this game.
Oh.
Lewandowski in this game.
Oh. Nothing.
Oh. Yoda.
Yeah. I mean, this will be quite a boring video if we just watch the footy and go, oh. So let's talk.
Let's talk.
Let's have a chat. Looking at pictures of Wayne.
I'm not.
I know, I'm only messing.
No, you haven't. No one's missed anything, by the way. You haven't missed anything. We had all the technology out before, the cameras, all the equipment, 2 laptops, and we couldn't get it going. We just got my phone now on a stand, and it seems to be working quite fine. We're only on YouTube, where we were trying to get on like 8 different channels before. So if any of you have got any questions, the transfer, there's nothing is there on transfers. Obviously with the World Cup, just seems to have took all the attention off, and Everton are probably just using that time to look at a few different things.
Definitely, and I think the thing about it is if there's players at the World Cup, international teams aren't going to let you anywhere near those players. So stuff might be going on with the agents and with other clubs, but in terms of medicals and speaking to players, and it's just not happening because everyone is obviously focused, and rightly so, to be fair, on the tournament. So, if there's players at the World Cup, Lozano for instance, or Patton Hardy's another one who's been mentioned, if we've got an interest in that, then obviously we'll have to wait. Yeah.
I mean, that's it. Once the World Cup starts, and you've got to respect that, haven't you? Maddison, obviously, he's gone to Leicester, but I don't know. Everton haven't gone in for him, have they? So it's not a case of missing out on a player like people try and make out. We were linked with him, but there was obviously an interest in him. But 22 million plus add-ons, Everton have decided he's not who we want, so it's just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, he looks a good player. Obviously only done it at championship level. So if Leicester are prepared to take that chance on him, I mean, I think, you know, the Mahrez stuff will be interesting because obviously if he goes, they need a playmaker, don't they? And that'll give Maddison that option. But in terms of Everton missing out on him, we weren't in for him. So.
But this is where all the business will be getting done now, quite literally, won't it? In terms of going through things at the club, brands in their day-to-day, Marco Silva's staff are in there, looking at videos and going through all that, and maybe coming up with some ideas of who actually needs to go and who needs to stay. And because it's a case of, and they've said this loads of time, it's a case of getting players off the books.
Definitely. I mean, wage bill's more of an issue than actual funds. I don't think there's any issue really with Everton having money to spend. Well, there isn't. But it's no good having a pot of money to spend if you've got no room in your wage bill to bring anyone else in. And that obviously dictates the size of wages for people. So obviously, you know, I think we need a decision from Wayne Rooney of what he's doing. And then the rest of it will be trying to manoeuvre players out the door, players who they've deemed, you know, surplus to requirements, so to speak. So, you know, that's the one. That's where it's at the minute.
Yeah,
it's frustrating because we all want players coming in and we want to see the squad getting shaped.
Yeah. John Silver has said, who would you rather have, Martinez, Koeman, or Allardyce?
Martinez.
I'd like an amalgamation
hybrid
of all three of them.
Three.
No, maybe not. What would you rather win, the Europa League or the FA Cup?
Europa League.
Yeah, I'd rather win the Europa League. So.
Just to be honest with you, the Australia Cup again would be nice. No, listen, I'd love to win the FA Cup, of course, but the Europa League will bring us Champions League football and profile and money and stuff. So,
would you have Barkley back? You would, wouldn't you?
I would.
Yeah, you would.
I would. I don't agree with what he did, but yes, I would have him back.
Do you think he'll leave Chelsea this summer?
I think it's dependent on who the manager is.
I don't think he'll leave.
I think if Conte stays, I think he'll have a go, at least till January. Well, to be honest, whoever comes in, I think he'll have a go. He'll want to have a go himself, and then it'll be, you know, whatever. But I think to be fair, he's got to give himself a pre-season and those 3 or 4 months to try and force his way in. Otherwise, I think he'll be looking to get out the door then in January.
Yeah. Who would you rather prefer for sponsor, Adidas, Nike or Puma? That's from We Are Everton.
I'd love an Adidas Everton kit.
Okay.
I don't think we're big enough anyway to have, well, certainly 2 of those 3. Puma do nice kits, to be fair. But
no, you can have. We're big enough to have all 3 of them. It's just that it's what level you get, isn't it?
The level.
When we had Nike, we were given a Sunday League kit.
No, but that's what. When I've seen, what I mean by big enough is big enough so we become an important brand to them. So it's bespoke kits.
Yeah.
People are.
No one gets bespoke kits though. Nobody gets bespoke kits.
People quote Leicester and Wolves, who were sponsored by Adidas. They've literally got Sunday League kits and they've stuck a badge on the front. So if that's what you want, fair enough. Everton could have that. I think the thing with Umbro, while not flying a flag for Umbro, but just saying they make our kits with and take a lot of stuff into consideration when they make them. Whereas I think a Nike or an Adidas wouldn't stop me liking the kits. It's what's the kits like, really, more so than who makes it. But
a couple of keeper questions here. James Dunlop and David Emmilton. Which backup goalkeeper do you want to replace Joel? Basically.
What's the first bit?
It was basically, would you want to back up? Who would you want instead of Joel?
Yeah. It's a tough one, this, because I think me.
Sorry, someone just said Butland as backup. Yeah, that's going to happen.
The problem is, for your backup keeper, he's got to fit some, the perfect criteria. And I think you see a lot of clubs, the difficulties in that, in terms of keeping 2 very good goalkeepers happy. Unless you're a Champions League club, unless you're a Champions League club, it's difficult to have two top quality keepers. So your second keeper almost needs to be a Martin Stecklenburg type of goalie.
Or a younger keeper.
Or a younger keeper than Pickford, but Pickford's only 24.
Yeah.
So.
See, I always think your goalkeeper is a big part of your, like, the coaching of a goalkeeper as well. So I think it's important to have a little bit of experience there. I'd keep Stecklenburg if I was honest. I'd just keep him as the second goalkeeper.
He will stay.
I'd just have him because I think he, as a goalkeeper himself, you know, I think he'll probably be, if he's second, he doesn't seem to be bothered about being second choice. And also he'll learn how to be a goalkeeping coach and will help Pickford. Pickford's the number one. There's no messing about. England's number one as well. So he's got to make that decision whether he wants to move. Joel's what, 27, 28. Knew he wants to be first choice. Of course he does. He deserves to be first choice somewhere. But I think with having Stecklenburg and having another young goalkeeper coming through as well, that's perfect. I think. I don't think. See, Stecklenburg, when he first came in, I mean, you remember the City game? He was absolutely amazing. Yeah, he's been poor in a couple of other games, but I think for what he is, I think he's fine as a second choice goalkeeper, and I just keep holding him.
Yeah.
Do you guys think there'll be any players playing the under-23s that will make the jump next season? That's from David Suggs.
Only really Beningame.
I think there's a couple on the edge, but they need another year. So I think Feeney needs another year to make that step up. But it's been a weird year for the under-23s last season because it was a real big transition season. I think they tried to replace the players that were already at the club that had gone on loan, and it didn't quite work out. The quality wasn't probably what they thought it was, or players didn't settle down, or the likes of Josh Bowler from QPR, he didn't quite come in and set the ground, you know, light straight away. It's taking a little bit of time. So those kind of players might take another 12 months to be on the fringes. But it really is touch and go with under 23 players. You know, hopefully like Kieran Dow will come in now. I don't know whether he will. I don't know whether he's good enough. Robinson, does he need another year out, or do they have to strike when the iron's hot and try and put him in there? Because to be honest, he's just played 3 international games for France, for USA, and one of them was against France, and he didn't look out of place. But those international games can sometimes be a little bit deceiving. So
well, yeah, listen, it's difficult, right?
I'm just going to go around here because I need to plug my laptop in.
Okay.
So you keep talking.
Yeah, no,
I am here.
The Robinson thing's difficult only for the fact that ability-wise he's very good. You know, we've seen him for the 23s, but is he ready to come into the Premier League? The Premier League's tough. You know, we saw John Joe Kenny and he was head and shoulders above anyone on the pitch a couple of years ago, and then last season he was hot and cold, wasn't he? So, and you would have said that he was ready. So it's a tough one. Robinson looks a really good kid, but he may benefit from another, maybe a short-term loan. But I just think Everton will probably buy a left-back, and then Robinson will. The idea for him will be maybe another year out on loan, and then to come in as backup.
What if they buy another young left-back, and he stops the path of Robinson? Or does that not concern you? Do we get caught up with that too much? Is it a case of, well, the competition will help that kid regardless? Or if he's good enough, the club will have a path? Do you think they ever think about that? In terms of, if you've got a player and you know he's only got a couple of years, or he's got a year, so maybe he's going to break through. Do you think about that, or do you think, well, we need a left back, we need the best left back we can get, so we need him now?
I suppose it depends how good you think he is. If he's good enough now to be in. Tom Davis was in the team. So he was deemed good enough. Marco Silva's already said if the age thing is irrelevant. If you're good enough to play, you'll play, and if you deserve your shirt, you'll play, even if someone else is in your position who's more experienced. Sometimes it helps having the experience. Well, most times it helps having the experience, but I don't know. Pathways are difficult because you could say that about Luke Garber, couldn't you? It was all set up for Luke Garber. They apparently had a clear plan for him. He's going to walk out the door, isn't he? He's 25 now. You know, there's players who've played a hell of a lot more games than Luke Garber, who were 18, 19. So you know, I don't know, it's a tough, unless you think the kid's a really, really top player, then, and if you do, I think he'd be in and around your matchday squad anyway.
Do you think someone like John Joe Kenny would benefit from going on loan, or do you think it's better than just being back up right back this year, taking the opportunities that he's got, knowing that, you know, what does he do? Because Seamus is 29, he's probably got 3 years in him at the highest level at least.
Yeah, I'd be, if I was John Joe, I'd be staying exactly where I am. Now, I'd be getting, you know, maybe a couple of League Cup games. I'm fighting every day in training. If it gets to January and he's not really being involved and he's like to the manager, he'd like a short-term loan just to get some regular football and keep the development going, then that might be something to look at. But who's to say Coleman won't take a knock, or who's to say Coleman won't have a dip in form and the manager says, I'm going to swap it round. I don't think anybody will be guaranteed a place under Marco Silva. I really don't, because I think he's that ambitious himself. You know, he'll want players at the top of them. I think it'll be good. It's good for Kenny working with Seamus every day. Seamus is such a great role model and a fantastic player that you're going to get better being with him anyway.
Dave, the left back video's coming out tomorrow on Patreon, and guess what? You get a mention in it, mate.
Yeah, you do actually.
You actually get a mention in it.
You do.
David Lockyer says, how many signings do we want before the new season? See, I want like 3 or maybe 4, but they've got to be quality. For me, this summer, it's about bringing in quality. And if that means, you know, 2 or 3 absolute class players, then that'll do for me. Just to come straight into the first team. Apparently, with the street, we're
behind. Right. Well, basically for me, I'll just leave it.
No.
I want 4. Right.
Just leave it.
I want 4/5. But I want 4 who are gonna play in the team, and the other one, I don't mind that being a promising, you know, someone they've identified just to keep it going. Because I really believe more than anything, right? That
I'd have a shot at Idrissa. Oh, Idrissa Gana gay. It took about 9 deflections. Look at this, he's in full suit. He's a fella in a full suit.
Ghana.
Ghana, 1-0.
Let's hope it was going on target and then he's got the goal. Yeah, so we want players.
It'd be 3-0 Nias was playing.
Yeah, it would. It'd have been over now. That's it. It's about players who are improving the quality of the team. That's what it's about. I still think last season, I don't know, I still think, it's in the hand now, isn't it? I still think last season we bought some good players. I think others didn't perform. So let's have a look if he can get a tune out of.
That's took a heavy deflection.
Well, you'll see now if it's going wide. See if he can get a tune out of them.
Give me.
Just, it's
yeah,
it was on target, it's goal.
Yeah.
So for me, that's what it's about.
What else have we got here?
Mitchell Balzan, who isn't an Evertonian but is very involved there. Hello, Mitchell. Are there any personalities in terms of outcomes that will be missed? With such a high turnover of terms of players out and in, it'll be almost like a new club.
No, I don't think so. I think it does. I mean, not from a fan point of view, but you don't know, do you? You don't always know who's a big pull in the dressing room. Someone like Ashley Williams might be a big presence in the dressing room. It doesn't necessarily relate to us, but he might be a big presence in the dressing room. But that's just football, isn't it? You just move. You know, you've got to look for the whole package. There will be some players that'll be worth keeping hold of, and we spoke about it this week on a Patreon video, like Baines and Gelken and people like that are such big characters that even if they're not playing, you still want them around, you still want them part of it. But apart from that, there's not too many more. Someone like Kevin Morales doesn't fill me with much, in terms of dressing room and team spirit. So,
just before you do that one, Martin on together. Tom Pearce was at Everton, wasn't he? He's went to Leeds and he's just re-signed a new contract despite links to Everton. So, looks a good player. So he's probably, to be fair, better off staying at Leeds and continuing his development.
Alfonso says, are you concerned that haven't signed, sold anyone yet? No, not really. Maybe if I was 12 and I lived in the club call area, my mum would be concerned with the phone
with
bill.
that phone bill.
But I just think that if everyone just needs to have that patience and understand what's going on and how things are developing. It's not like who else is buying players, by the way. Who else is buying players? Who's like really going mad? Yet Liverpool have got one in, and Man United have got Fred halfway through the door, and Arsenal have got a free transfer in. But who's really doing the business? Okay, Leicester bringing Maddison in, but it's not like everyone's out there bringing in players left, right, and centre. They're going over things with a fine tooth comb, and that's all you can really ask. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not concerned because they're quite clear on who they want. And like you said before, if those players they want are at the World Cup, there's not much we can do at the minute. So I trust them. I've pressed the reset button and I trust them and just go, let them get on with it. Listen, we want to be excited. We want to be doing videos about it. But at the minute, what can you do? We are Everton, hello, in South Africa. Brave of you when there's a lot of Reds around to be an Evertonian.
Stevie P though, Stevie P's the man.
Stevie P.
Interviewed him a few weeks ago. What a guy.
We love him. We'll be interviewing him again.
Going to try and get him on the couch soon.
Yeah.
What are our expectations of Marco Silva? That's from Terence.
You know what? I'm excited by him, and I have to say that. I'm not sitting here going, oh, he's going to win us the league in 3 years, but I'm excited by his attention to detail. I've been doing a lot of reading about him and everything else, and clips and all that. And I'm excited about what he can bring to us because I feel as though we haven't been coached as a team for, I'm going to say Moyes. I know Martinez coached a style of play, but I don't think he coached the players individually and coached them how everything fitted together, where I feel as though Marco Silva does, and everything I'm reading is telling me that he does. So.
I'm just happy with the whole thing. I'm just happy to see where it goes. I've been so much messing around the last year or so that let's just give him a chance and see what happens. Let me just ask the viewers a question a moment, and this is a technical question from our point of view. How did you find out about this video? Did it pop up on your stream? I know some people are watching through Patreon. Did it pop up? Did you get a notification? Just let us know in the comments, just so we know, because we've been trying to do different things to get live videos out, and this doesn't seem to be going out on our live page where you get notifications from. So just let us know in the comments, how did you find this video? Did it just pop up? Just let me know, please. Thank you. Because we want to do more of it. In fact, we want to do a live show every single day.
Yep.
In the afternoon, and hopefully when the transfers are starting, we can start talking about them and stuff. Jack, hello from Australia. What time is it over there? It'll probably be about 5 o'clock in the morning.
While you're awake, be 3
So yeah, I subscribe and have notifications. Brilliant. So if you've subscribed, you got a notification. That's good. It didn't come up like a live thing. We'll look into that, but that's why more YouTube popped up. Brilliant YouTube notification. Excellent, thank you.
Thank you, Pete,
everyone
Mark.
needs to subscribe. If you're not subscribing, you need to subscribe so you can find out when we're going to do live videos.
My recommends is live. Subbox. Superb. David Embleton, an old sporting player, said he likes to coach with the ball. Reminds me of Kendall.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to check the battery on my phone now. So
go and check the battery on your phone. I'll read a few of these. I love when the manager has passion for the club, and Silva has that. That's some scanny. He does, and he's gone on and on about it and how much he wants to connect with the club. It's 11:45 in Western Australia.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, in Western?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So there you go. Came via Hotmail from Robert Workman. Thanks for everyone who's letting us know. Mitchell Balzinger, I think it's lazy to draw a comparison between Silva and Martinez. Completely different in my opinion. Silva has that Moyes-like nature. He'll drill a player. Yeah, that's right, Mitchell.
Oh, if anyone's out there in the Irish,
yeah.
Sub to the Irish Fan TV channel, because they give us mugs with our names on.
Just for a second then, I honestly, subconsciously thought you'd made me another coffee, and I went like that and realised.
Another coffee?
Well, no,
just
made me a coffee. LA Walkway, band there, good lads. Any tips on new signings? There's nothing at the minute, mate. Honestly, it's all with brands.
It's just the World Cup.
That's what it is. Alfonso, if we tank again this season, do you think we will need to reassess the Machiri?
But how can you reassess the Machiri era? Only one person can reassess the Machiri era, and that's Machiri. And he has reassessed it. It's quite clear by doing what he's done to the club. He's ripped it apart this summer. So,
cheers, Joe. It's a boss idea from Western Australia.
Well, to be honest, once we get the technology sorted, we did it early and we had no sound on it. And then we had to, it was all on my laptop, and then we had to throw it on Baz's laptop, and then we couldn't get the thing we need, the part you always need, couldn't get hold of the part. Oh, you have to pay for it.
So it's on a phone?
So it's on a phone, but it works fine. It's just that the battery's on its arse on my phone.
Still, no?
Yeah, it's on like 9% now, so we're going to have to wrap up in a minute.
Couple of minutes.
Yeah,
we saw Ghana. Great goal.
Yeah, I don't know, we're not really watching Senegal because we're doing this.
The big bad one, yeah, exactly.
Make him you want to see his tea? Honest to God, it looks like dishwater. The tea bag stays in for like 4 seconds. It's disgusting.
I'd rather make it myself, to be honest.
Yeah, there you go. That's always the excuse. Right, we're gonna have to wrap it up. Thank you very much for everyone for watching, for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. If you know someone who's not subscribing, make sure they do, because we want to get to 25. We are like 100 away from there. Thank you very much for watching. Ped coffee, please. I want a coffee. I'm just gonna get a Tassimo machine. You know what I mean? That's what you paid the money for things like that. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Baz is going to sing you a song to see us out now.
Thanks for the interaction. What do you want me to sing?
I want you to sing The Hills Are Alive with the sound of nonsense.
The hills are alive